take us back to Friday when you went to the church and Carlton area of the city, and with the intent to preach a sermon. What exactly happened? And probably more importantly, given the context of this story, what exactly did you say?
Well, what happened was we decided to, well, actually this week we're actually going around a lot of places preaching. Because so Thursdays and Saturdays we're usually downtown, but every other week we go all these different places. So we decided to go to Carlton and church that day. And the festivities was actually a little bit away. So we decided to kind of, not to be right in the middle of their festivities. We kind of like set up a little bit down the street. And we just started preaching. We started preaching the love of God, how God loves everyone, how everyone could be redeemed, how there's hope for everyone. And then my kind of preaching style is I like to engage with the public. So as I preach, if someone has a question, I will stop preaching and I'll start answering the questions.
And just to be 100% clear, there was no, fire and brimstone kind of, like, you're going to burn in hell for your sexual orientation. Nothing like that.
Nothing
You were just preaching the gospel.
Absolutely, nothing like that. If you go to my YouTube channel, Dorre Love, you can see that my message is consistent. And it's a message of love, it's a message of hope, and I always take a calm, passionate, patient approach, because I had lesbian in my family. My sister was lesbian for a long time. I have Muslim in-laws. So I have people from all different walks of life in my family. So I have a compassion, understanding, and empathy for them. So I don't take that approach. I don't take the hell and brimstone approach. I believe you can catch more flies with sugar than you do with doo-doo, So,
gotcha. Yeah. And without further ado, we have a clip, ladies and gentlemen, of what happened and the eventual arrival of the boys in blue. Let's check it out.
This is the Christians gotta stay home. Christians gotta stay home on time. So once again, you're feeling convicted. Where's brother? So you're feeling convicted of your sins. That's the problem. And so once again, God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son. That whoever believes in Him will not perish but have everlasting life. The Bible says that God didn't come into the world to condemn the world, but through Him.
Well, they're silencing him. They're arresting him.
Wow, well, I have to say, Dorre, it reminds me of the climactic scene of Horton Hears a Who. All those people with noisemakers and various musical instruments and what have, obviously trying to drown you out.
Yes.
Cries of, go home, get lost, we're not into what you're preaching. So, needless to say, it was a pretty hostile crowd. And yet the police came to charge and take you away.
Yes, and if you look in the video, the last thing that I'm saying is Jesus didn't come into the world to condemn the world. And at that moment, that's when they grabbed me and put me in handcuffs. And that's funny because, usually people say, oh, don't condemn us, don't judge us. And then if they would have let me finish my sentence, it goes, Jesus didn't come into the world to condemn the world, but through Him, the world would have life and have it more abundantly. And so that's when there was actually a cop there before, and when they started whistling in my ear and doing a whole bunch of things, I looked at them and I was like, yeah, do you think this is like legal? Aren't they like, breaching my personal space or something? Because she actually had a whistle and it was right in my ear, and my ear started ringing. And he just gave me this real hard look, and I should have known then that they were plotting something. But then, as soon as I said Jesus didn't come into the world to condemn the world, he grabbed my mic, he grabbed my arm, and he twisted it behind my back like he was angry. And I was like, yo, bro, I'm not resisting. I'm a peaceful person. Like, if you want me, and then he just didn't say anything. Just put the one on this wrist very tight, and then just put my hands behind my back, grabbed my microphone. I thought he was gonna smash it on the ground, but he just grabbed it, and I guess he put it down, and then they just like whisked me away.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant Show. Every day, I do a video monologue, and then I interview an interesting guest. And then I end by reading my hate mail, but you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.